everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. Welcome to Madden 18 on EA Sports. As we head towards kickoff, two quarterbacks will be on the field today trying to push their team to victory. It's the Dolphins going up against the Bills.
All right, we appreciate it, Larry. It's our exclusive coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Miami Dolphins and our home team. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. They'll run on first down. Roberts trying to run inside, but nothing there. Now a stoppage here as we've got a Bill shaken up on the play. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10. They're going to look to throw. Out to the left here to Reed. And he is out of bounds, getting it across the 30-yard line. 10 yards, good enough for a Buffalo first down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Yardage back to the 29. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. So add that tackle for a loss to the 2 that he had a week ago.
And you know what he's doing right now?
Smiling?
Yeah, definitely doing that. But he's also patting his guys on the back, his defensive front, because they're keeping him clean, meaning no one's getting to him as a blocker. He's able to run to the football, and the plays he's making, he's throwing them in the offensive backfield.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Telvin Smith. Not dropping into coverage. He comes on the blitz and takes him down for a loss of 9. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Early pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
Well, how about that? A dime set on defense, 6 defensive backs. None of them blitz. They're just back there in coverage. Defensive lineman gets the sack.
That's where the O-line, they go to the sideline, they keep their helmets on so the cameras can't find them, right?
Yeah, the cameras can't find them, but I know one thing. The O-line coach will.
Let's take it inside his own 40. It's a net of 40 there. A punt of 48 and a return of 8. And it'll be Dolphin football. They'll come out throwing here on first down. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Down to the 44.
If they're going to get a first down out of this, they're going to have to earn it because there's been tough going in the interior there. And here we are on 3rd and 1. Be prepared. Brace yourself. There'll be some contact going on.
This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. To throw. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
This defense is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
To punt it away on 4th down, here's Drew Kaiser. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. And good hustle here as this is going to be blown dead right at the 9-yard line. The Bills offense coming out, ready to take over. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
Throwing the out route and complete. It's Collier. 16 yards there, and the Bills have a first down.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route. And what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
Back to throw now on 1st down. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he is going to be knocked flat on his back. Oh, a big hit right on the 30-yard line.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground.
Here we go now.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more.
In today's NFL, you hear all the time about stretching the field and creating space in order to run plays. A toss play will help accomplish that because now you're pushing a defense to chase you all the way to the edges and to the sideline. That's a nice run, probing now early to try and get things done later.
Back to throw. He'll find his man on the comeback route. Complete. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. The Bills passing game getting them down the field. They've got another first down. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. And now here's a carry heading left. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well. But when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him. And some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
He'll look to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off around the 37. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. And he will score. Touchdown, Miami. Short throw, pick six right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Fielded about a yard deep. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. The Bills offense now, they get set to head back onto the field. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first two drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And this one's incomplete.
Timing's crucial in any route thrown, but when you throw an out, so many things are going through the mind of the receiver. Catching the ball, timing it up with the quarterback. Are my feet going to get down inbounds? On that play, all those things going through his head might have caused him to drop it.
And now they'll run it here off tackle. And some room. And he caught it up. And the Dolphins have got it. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. He didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
And they'll start this drive with very good field position. They go play action here on first down. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And he gets it down to the 32. It's a gain of 7, and it's a second down. Back to throw here. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. And down inside the 15 he goes. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs. In the red zone this time.
Let's go. Green 39. Green 39.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. And the offense will be looking to get at least some of this yardage back here. It's 2nd and 12.
Hurry up, here we go. 3-19.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7.
But you've got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty bad.
And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on 2nd down.
Here we go now. Blue 90. Blue 90. Leopard. Leopard.
They'll set up a throw. Buying time to his left. And that is incomplete.
We know all the receivers go through those tiptoe drills, right, trying to get their feet down inbounds. But a lot of the times what we don't talk about is when they're up in the air and they catch the ball. You ever notice how they're reaching back with their feet? Not just straight down, but back, because they're trying to create enough distance to make sure their feet are in bounds. They weren't able to get it done on that one, though.
So he splits the uprights there, and I would imagine it's nice as a kicker. Right when it leaves your foot, you know it's good.
Yeah, it's kind of like a golfer that picks up his tee after a nice drive without even watching it land.
Solid analogy. I like it. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. And here come the Bills. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive? A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown. But they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach would be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield, punch in the end zone without turning it over.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been under constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. Shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And he gets this one all the way up to the 40-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards. First down, he'll drop to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Sheds off the tackle. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 12 more yards there and another first down.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Now a play fake here on first down. Dancing to his left. 11 more on that one and another first down.
Obviously a big play was needed, and you can see his eyes light up as he realized there's absolutely no one in front of him. And he takes off and goes a long way. Not only does he pick up a first down, but a big gain to boot.
They'll look to throw now on first down. It's complete on the bubble screen. That's Collier. Now a stoppage here as we've got a Bill shaken up on the play. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. So the defense has put them in a tough spot. It's second and long. Now back to throw. Going to throw right side here. Complete. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. They'll look to throw here. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first. The Bills passing game, getting them down the field. They've got another first down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive. And once again, they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. Telvin Smith in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon.
Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out. Watch Mike, watch Mike. Outside coming, outside coming. Hot, 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 hot. Come on, Lon. Come on, Lon. You better than that.
The Bills on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 17. They'll set up to throw. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow them to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let them get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up 4th. And, Charles, they get the field goal. Took them a dozen plays, though.
Work with me on this one. You know what I'm about to say, right? Bend but don't break. That's what came into play here for the defense. 12 plays were run at them. They only gave up 3 points. In a lot of ways, that's a win for the defense.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. The Dolphins offense now heads back on the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one, too.
I don't know about that. I don't know about that. Super toe.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And got his man complete. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. A big play there. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Dolphins strike quickly here for 6 points. It's up and good, and that makes it 17-3. The punter Kaiser now out to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Back onto the field now comes the Bills offense. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked up by James Bradbury. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. And last time the formula was pretty simple. 1-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, 1-play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was fairly easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. The Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
2 minutes remain here in the first half. My good friend Charles and I right back at you after this. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. They're looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. A big play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Dolphins are able to grow their lead. When they drew that up, I don't think they envisioned it ending in a house call. But he got it and took it all the way home.
Really impressive run after the catch, wasn't it? That was really special by him. But let's face it, in today's NFL, those tight ends are often former wide receivers or maybe even sometimes bigger running backs. They just put them in a position to get a great matchup and make plays like that.
This is fielded at the goal line. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. Now the Bills offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. They give him a gain of 38.
As we continue to advance in the NFL, as people continue to scout players, they really don't care as much about body types as they care about those guys who can make people miss, run through tackles, and gain all that additional run after catch. Anybody who has that ability, they want them on their team.
They'll look to throw. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the... And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And he's got some space here. There he goes, right side. And he will score. Touchdown, Miami. Now you start to feel sorry now for the young man throwing the football. This is really turning into a disaster.
Listen, it's baptism. All right, this is almost a rite of passage. This young in the league, go back and find a Hall of Fame quarterback and check their records for their first 2 years, especially if they started the bulk of the games. I bet you'll find double-digit interceptions on just about every one of them. They have to learn as they go along.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6, obviously costly.
but they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off around the 41, and he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments, or the backup may see some time.
A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turn around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge? Whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end in the direction they want to run the football. If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. They'll look to throw here on first down. This is caught. A solid pickup at 13 sets him up 1st and goal.
They sure put the coverage guys in a stress on that one. They thought they were going deep. Ends up curling inside for a nice chunk of yardage.
Then he'll give it here to his running back. And no signal yet. I don't think he got in. He didn't. They'll mark him at the 1. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. They come out here in the I. And they'll turn to a power game to try to get in. And he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown. It's the fullback with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Dolphins just continue to pour it on. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. The punter Kaiser now out to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. And now out come the Bills. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary. And his throw is incomplete. So we've reached halftime here, and it's the visiting Dolphins taking a lead to the locker room. As we'll send you down the coast to Orlando, where we check in with our friend Larry Ridley and the EA Sports Halftime Report. Larry, so both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Out comes the Dolphins now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here.
All right, here we go. Blue line it. Blue line
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's third down.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
So second down was a run play. Now let's see what they do on third.
Now let's go. Green 39. Green 39.
And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That'll make it fourth down after a loss of 1.
So, Brandon, when this offense gathers together to watch tape for this game, they're going to be feeling pretty good about themselves until the coaches get upset about the play we just saw. But you know their defense is going to be, but we put up big points all game long. The defense is going to win one every now and then.
A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance really to set the tone here in quarter 3.
They can really take charge, can't they? And this is probably how it was drawn up at the half. I think we can go inside the locker room, all right? And I think we would see up on the grease boards, stop them defensively, get the ball back for the offense, and let's go downfield and score. Seems simple, right? The last part, we have to find out if that's going to happen. But the first part worked to perfection. Did exactly what they wanted, and now their offense has to pay it off.
See if they can get the latter 50%. So 2nd and 10 here.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll drop the throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Porter. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 15 yards that time, and a Buffalo first. They'll run it now out of the gun. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Tough day. Tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. They'll run it now out of the gun. It's a gain of 6, moves them to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation.
I thought that was a good call. Passing situation on second down. They hit him with a draw instead and pick up nice yardage.
Yeah, because the draw, they're thinking pass when they see that initially defensively, right?
But you know, in today's NFL, most of the time on 2nd and long, when it's a passing situation, pass rushers are on the field and they're only thinking one thing, get to the quarterback. And oftentimes you can bypass them with a running play.
He'll drop to throw. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 14. And he will bring it back. It's a pick-6 and a Dolphins touchdown. This D wanting to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6, and now the kick is away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
drive starts with C.J. Procise. And a short gain across the 15 to the 17-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. So the offense now dealing with a 2nd and 7. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll take this one up to about the 23. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up. And he'll give it here to his running back. A great effort there to shed the contact, and it helps him pick up the first. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
I like the look that they just showed there. When you come out in a passing formation, spread things out a little bit, makes it really hard to cover the middle of the field, doesn't it? Because you got to go out to the perimeter and cover those guys.
Yep, exactly. Got some good blocking, too. Helped him pick up the first. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. 3 yards remaining here on 2nd down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
Looking to throw. And an alley to run. And now a fumble. The ball's out. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on 4th down. And to give this time to the tailback. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. Call it a gain of 3. And they're able to convert here on 4th and inches. Fresh set of downs here. Complete. And he takes this one all the way across midfield into enemy territory down to the 40-yard line. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. Now they'll run it on the toss. Back now just east of Manhattan in Brooklyn. Now this will be the 9th play on this drive. There's a quick hitter on the slant. That's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The Bills passing game getting him down the field. They've got another first down. Long drive. The defense just cannot seem to catch a break and get off the field. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. He's fumbled already once, Charles. I'm not going to say that that was in his mind there, but I'm sure that during some of these plays he is mindful of it.
And once you fumble the ball, you know what your team tells you and your coaching staff? Take care of it rest of the game. And it does get in your mind a little bit, and sometimes that slows down your effort in trying to get free from tackles.
And the defenders know it, too. They sniff that out, don't they?
Everybody wants to swarm the football. You know what the rule is. First guy, hold up the runner. Everyone else try and get there and strip the ball free.
5 yards to go for the offense. First down and goal from that 5-yard line.
Set. Green, 39.
And incomplete. He dropped it in the end zone.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. No gain on the play there, and they're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and goal.
Let's go.
And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. Jordan Reed, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bills claw one back.
And that touchdown, well, it barely puts a dent in this lead. And unfortunately, I'm having too many flashbacks right now. I remember getting beat down like this playing before.
Oh, yeah? College, high school?
College, not a heck of a lot of fun. I can remember playing and trying to tackle an elusive tailback who ended up scoring 4 touchdowns, 226 yards. He scored so many times and had so many great runs, I knew every note to their school's fight song.
Bet that ice bath felt extra cold afterwards, too.
Oh, no, there was no ice bath. You're just trying to get out of there before the reporters got to you.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. The Dolphins offense now working their way back onto the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That one good for 13 and a Dolphin first down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Dances by him. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. At this stage of the game, with the score where it is, the key here is stay in bounds, and he did just that. Not by a huge margin, but he stayed in.
And those come up in what we like to call winning edge meetings. The things that you have to do, late game situations, kicking situations, doesn't matter what it is, the things you have to do to win a game, and that comes up in that meeting, then you practice it, they've got to be happy to see it executed, being able to stay in bounds and work the clock.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1. The Dolphins on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. And they're definitely showing blitz here.
Double tight, guys, double tight. All right, here we go. 3-19.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he takes it across midfield to the 45. See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down.
Hurry up, here we go. 3-19.
Now a handoff here to his running back. Got some real estate inside the 30. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Dolphins have a first down.
Well, you know me, partner. I never tell them to back off of being aggressive. But sometimes you see the consequences when you're overly aggressive and you don't secure tackles. Guys break through.
Trying to sell out to pry that football loose, and just as you said, cost some yardage.
Yeah, you got to go get him. Stand him up first before you go for the ball. Don't just go for it initially.
Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Now they try the right side here. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. Defense still with 3 timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them here as the kneel down comes. The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 8. Defense still with 3 timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them here as the kneel down comes. Defense still with 3 timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them here as the kneel down comes. So they were really trying to put the nail in the coffin there already with this lead here in the 4th, but they didn't get it.
Guaranteed it's not going to be a fun handshake in the postgame, right? You just know that there's going to be some bad blood there. And I know if we go to the postgame press conferences, the winning coach, you know what he's going to say, why he did it? We need the points, okay? Because you never know at the end of the year if points are going to come into the tiebreaker if we're trying to get into the playoffs. That's always the standard justification.
And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's corner. And now before this 1st down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. They're going to look to throw. Got a man wide open, complete. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
So 2nd and goal here from the 9. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a 3rd and goal.